So my chosen object is a wooden box camera dating to the late 1800s. I was attracted to it by its function, the attention to detail in the finish, and the combination of materials in the making. So I've made a ceramic pinhole camera, and like the original, I brought together different materials. The body is made on the wheel, thrown in two parts that fit together. There is a disc of glass in between that acts as a layer where the image is projected. And then I've used a copper plate for the pinhole, and I've used copper wire for the metal clips to close it up. So after having the camera completed and finished, I use my phone to look through the camera and take photographs, which I then printed onto porcelain using ceramic decals.
I was immediately drawn to this piece, which is a Japanese flower vase, because it contains techniques such as carved iron, marquetry, mixing of alloys to create a palette of colour. But I was particularly struck by the undulating form of the dragon spine. So I really wanted to mimic that movement in a heavy chain. What's important to know about this piece is that it's from the Meiji period, which dates back to 1868 to about 1912, a time where the shogunate passed and a new emperor was brought in who allowed great invitation of Western cultural ideas, political, legal, aesthetic ideas, as well as craftsmanship to Japan. So for me, it was really important for this piece to be as three-dimensional as possible.
So I created a series of fin brooches which were inspired by Japanese lacquer fish, which was made from wood but looked very like metal. And yeah, I thought it was beautiful and kind of stuck with me when I first came to see the pieces in the museum. What I really loved about the fish was the really delicate lines in the fin. So I used that as my starting point to create the brooches. So I did some drawings and yeah, took the design from there. But I really liked the soft qualities of the lines and the fluidity. So I made some paper models, maquettes, and created some paper cuts as well. So I used them then to emboss them onto metal. And what I really enjoyed about the project was because I created 7 brooches in total, and they were kind of a development. So yeah, that was really exciting to see all the different possibilities and explore what I could do with that.
I chose the rushlight and candle holder from County Kerry. It was made with wrought iron on a wooden base, and they were in common use in the 17th, 18th and 19th century in Ireland. I was initially drawn by the beautiful display in the museum. The rushlight stood under spotlight in silhouette, reminding me of characters on a stage waiting to perform. It was the anthropomorphic quality that they possessed that really drew me to them. I explored this through sketching, initially through repeated patterns, but this evolved over time and they became wilder and more abstract until eventually they kind of took a life of their own. The final form is echoes the wooden base, and the surface becomes the stage for the brush-like character to perform on and to disappear inside. The hardest part, I think, was trying to keep the connection with the original piece and also to try to show the journey it had been on through my imagination, but keep that connection. I'm really excited by the way my drawing has developed over this project and how free it has become, and it's something that I really hope that I can continue to do in the future.